heading in. And for today, I'm not even going to wait for people to get in here because see if you guys can catch it later. But today's going to be a very special credit card creator spotlight. And frankly, the creator I have in mind, one of my favorites, sometimes, but for the most part, pretty much get into everything they do. And that creator is me. Now, why this is special today is because, all the recent stuff with Cat Williams and so on and so forth, it's all about celebrating your star player. And I am my star player. And I know me, I'll do a bunch of creator spotlights and never actually do myself. And I am a credit card creator. And the icing on the cake is, so to speak, it's my birthday. So if I'm not going to celebrate me, who's going to celebrate me? So let's celebrate me. So getting into this for today, I'm going to share with you guys redemption that I did last night. I got 1.5 cents per point on a British Avio's redemption for the wife and I for some cross country flights. Paid $5.60 for 2 flights, so 11.20 for 2 flights. That cash value were 5.33 plus tax and so on and so forth. So I am not, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking it out of the park with a basement 2 cents per point, but I'm not out $500, so that works for me. And that actually closes the loop on my mega redemption. So now my mega redemption is for our Europe trip where we position Atlanta, fly from Atlanta to Milan. We discover Italy and Switzerland, then we fly back and, then we position back home. So I got the last positioning flight last night on a lark after talking to my mom. So that works for me, didn't have to pay for it cash. Now, getting into me as a creator, I brought this channel into being at the behest of my wife and my daughter, who really wanted me to get out there and try something new, and I'm thankful to them for that. And it started as a channel where I was only going to do 1 minute videos, poor rewatchability. Then I got into long form content because I was always interested in credit. I was interested in credit cards, and I got introduced to the credit card creator space. So I simply did a pivot. That's why the channel's called Chad's Money Minutes instead of Chad's Credit Minutes or Credit Corner or anything like that, because originally it was never meant to be a a credit card channel. Durga, Durga's in the building. I'm gonna tell you right now, Durga, one of the best analysts slash technicians, period, that I've ever had the joy to work with. Durga is in the building. Hey, Durga, coming to us all the way from India. Woodsy, what's up, Woodsy? Um, Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, Woodsy. So, so one thing that I have always operated from is from the standpoint that if I didn't experience it, I either A, won't talk about it, B, won't levy an opinion about it, or C, if I can't avoid both A and B, try to be as measured and as objective as possible. That's why on my channel you will not see videos about city cards. I don't have any. I've taken my shots at the Venture X and Capital One for denying me, but that is pretty much as far as it's gone. I've never had a problem with making mistakes or even purposely incorporating mistakes into the videos just as a way to spark engagement, not from a YouTube algorithmic standpoint, but just engagement, period. In some cases, you have to talk to your audience sometimes in a manner that they understand, and some people just like to be the correct person in the room, so we'll just let that slide. But I got a 20 plus year credit history. I've had almost every sort of loan you could possibly think of, from revolving credit to simple interest loans. And I just figured I would share some information online with everybody, and this channel has taken off to a height that I never expected it. I thought, to be honest with you, 1,000 subscribers and literally monetization. I thought monetization was going to be impossible for me, but through perseverance and luckily being personable enough that people want to listen to, it has since surpassed all expectations. So now, getting into this, I've put out over 300 videos. I've done over 300 videos. I'm doing all this live content now, but there are some obscure videos that I just want to address that I hear information from floating around and no one remembers where they heard it, and I'm telling you where you heard it. You hear about, player two types. I did a video about that. I did a video about the Wells Fargo active cash and autograph duo before the active cash and autograph duo was really even a thing. Did a video about that. I've did the comparisons about cards that have not been spoken about, and I've compared them to cards that I had, like the Walmart credit card compared to the Amazon Prime card. I've covered the Amazon Prime card because I had it. These are things that you can feel free to look back in the library through more than a minute, and they are present. Just in case you guys want to reference any of that. Is that a fire truck? It's a fire truck. But I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not. I guess I'm not great at talking about myself. I'm kind of running out of stuff, but I'm better at talking about other people. So either way, did my redemption last night. Our full Europe trip is closed out. So we have all of the travel. It's all done. It's all booked. And yeah, I just wanted to put a spotlight on Jazz Money Minutes as a credit card creator. Now I've done some other stuff as well as far as comparing Vantage to FICO scores. I showed you some of the best places to find your FICO score because that is what credit issuers go after, regardless of what they market to you on creditkarma.com. I've had my chat's perspectives, and there are more of those to come. And I just look forward to seeing what 2024 has in store for both me and the channel and everybody associated with it. So, of course, on this trip, I do have a trip coming up soon, and there will be live feeds from the trip as well, because remember, I will have no canned content for the first month of January. Now, because it's my birthday, I will be celebrating the entire month of January. So if you see me, you know, doing some wild stuff, mind your business. You know, I just that it is what it is. This is the month of the goat, hashtag goat gang. So if you see hashtag goat gang, that's for my fellow Capricorns, my fellow Januarians, hashtag goat gang. So making my way to work now because, oh, fun fact, this is going to be the first uh, time I have worked in my entire working history since ever. This is the first time in 26 birthdays that have passed since I started working as a youngster that I will ever be working on my birthday. So you guys are here for it. We're broadcasting. John McKinstry, happy birthday and happy new year. Thank you so much, John. Happy new year to you as well. Thank you so much for being a friend to the channel. I appreciate it. Just figured, put a little spotlight on myself here. I'm going to continue with the regular creator spotlights because I find a particular joy in pointing people at channels that I believe in, that especially to creators who I believe in and those I respect. I The first creator spotlight was Spencer Johnson. The second was for the sledging team. I have some things for some micro creators, and I have an entire list of people who I've interacted with. And it's going to be the point where I don't want to leave anyone out because I've met some awesome people in this community. And frankly, I think that if I can do anything to bring light and attention to the useful things that they have to offer, I feel like it's my duty to do so. But yeah, so back to my channel here. So I'm excited because of the growth that I think I'm going to have. Um, I stopped doing milestones. I told you guys that, every one of you is a milestone because I never expected this to become what it was. So yeah, all of that, 5,000 subscriber, 10,000. At this point now, the juice ain't worth the squeeze for me because if I can reach out and if I can help one person really flip their credit game, then I'm down with that. Or if I can help one person understand stock investments and equity investments better, that's worth it for me. So just bouncing back and forth here. I'm happy I closed out the Mega Redemption. I'm happy we have an end-to-end trip. Going to be 10 days. It's going to be amazing. And I can't wait to show you guys the feeds from that. So I'm going to let you know, if you see me go live at a very odd hour, the time zone that Italy is in is 6 hours ahead of the East Coast time zone, which would make it 10 hours ahead of the West Coast time zone? Because like right now it should be like 3 something in the morning on the West Coast. So if you see me go on at crazy hours, I think it may actually cater to people on the West Coast even more so than on the East Coast. So just to forewarn you, that is going to happen. I'm going to be all over the place and it's going to be a blast. Now, back to the channel. Channel currently has just over 3,800 subscribers. And, I've done some meaningful collaborations. Well, actually, not some. I've done all of my collaborations have been meaningful and they have been great. I've collaborated with, and this is in no specific order, Abdullahi World, John, Matt Clausen, Anthony Venture, Calvin with the 850 Credit Club. I've collaborated with the Sledge Inc. team. Salute. I have collaborated with Spencer Johnson. I've collaborated with, I don't want to forget anybody. I said Anthony Venture. Oh, I've been on with Chase Yokoyama. I've been on with CJ. We did the game show. I've been on with Eric Gow was on the game show as well. And if I did not mention you, trust it, it's not for a lack of respect. It's just I'm trying to keep my eyes on the road. So I've done some great collaborations that honestly I'm honored to have done. It's been great to be a part of something I can do with other channels. I participated in live videos, always commenting on live videos, engaging with my creators. Perfect example, Cesar Joel is in the house. You know what I mean? He has a Spanish speaking channel. And with me, my thing is that, why not step out and try to meet people where they're comfortable. When I go on Cesar Joel's channel, I make it my business to try to be respectful. And then in addition to that, my comments, I want to leave them in Spanish. It's a Spanish speaking channel. So why should I go against the grain? You know what I mean? And I pay him big respect because Cesar is he's a big dog in the game. You know what I mean? I had the pleasure of meeting him personally. I feel like my channel has matured, especially since the credit card creator meetup over Labor Day of 2023, which was a resounding success. And I think I'm better for it. So, as far as spotlighting my channel, I have to give thanks to all the people around me that have allowed me to the opportunity to become what this is, and the ability that you guys have given me to bring attention to smaller channels than myself, which, as everyone knows, I have a specific affinity for smaller channels. Happy to see you, bro. Hey, I'm happy to see you too, Susan. Cesar. But yeah, so I'm just talking a little bit about the channel, showcasing Chad's Money Minutes. I've done credit card request videos. I've only had one person request a credit card review, and it was a credit card I didn't have, but I made it my business to try to be as objective in the review as possible for the JetBlue card. In addition to that, I have channel memberships where I have outlined trifectas and credit card setups that I've personally put together, like the everyday trifecta, where you can use the Blue Business Plus, the Amex Everyday Preferred, and the Amex Green Card, and you can cover way more, and I mean way more categories in the traditional trifecta for a fraction of the cost. And you're earning all MR points, and I don't even think you pay. I think you pay like just about as much as just one gold card annual fee, if that. I'd have to look back at the videos because I have those videos where I've put out those card setups, those obscure card setups for people who might, they may not be able to get MX cards at the clip that I can. I've accelerated velocity. I've defeated the 524 rule on numerous occasions. I've gotten the bulk of my Amex cards, not my Amex cards, my Chase cards, while being at 824. So I feel like the channel, I have I've accomplished a lot of things, and the what people don't talk about. Yeah, you got to have the credit score. Yeah, you have this, but the confidence to do so. I mean, I kind of owe it to you guys because just that ability to succeed and the belief that I can has really just been reinforced by all the people who have come through, who have shown love, even the people who have detracted, who have not agreed with what I've said. Those people too have also made it so that I could be better. And I am appreciative to all of that. That's why I always say, as long as you keep it respectful, you can tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. That's fine by me. You can tell me that you think that I know exactly what I'm talking about. That's fine by me. But let's just keep the discourse going because it is greatly appreciated and it really pushes the community forward. But that's pretty much it, man. I can't really think of anything else. I've put out quite the library. I'm gonna rearrange some of the videos so that you guys can see some of the stuff that I'm talking about and see if it's useful for you. One thing I can say is, look, the earlier videos, while they had great information, I, I personally don't think they're that great. I don't think the video production quality is that great. I think they're kind of boring because I was still trying to find my sea legs. But one thing I can guarantee you is the utility of the information. The information is there and it is solid. So by all means, use it as you will. I welcome you to it. Richie, the CEO, is in the house. What is Chad's birthday? Happy birthday, brother. Hey, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. And happy belated. I know I said happy birthday to you, but happy belated to you as well. Just having an early morning live doing a special creator spotlight on this guy. So, just want to make sure I didn't forget myself. And then, going to be doing something a little different on Friday, but I'll definitely have a creator spotlight on Friday. And, whatever videos come up in between, talked about a redemption I did last night, yet another one. Another thing, speaking of redemptions, now the creator meetup in New Orleans for Labor Day. I'm happy to say that I'm a part of that, and I have actually spent probably within the last week. I spent probably over a quarter million points in redemptions, and I've secured my rooms in New Orleans at both the Hyatt Centric and the Roosevelt. I have secured flights, going to take the wife on a weekend in Vegas, and all told out of pocket, it's going to be $22 for the round trip tickets, which I booked with British Airways Avios, through American. So I'm going to be flying a lot of American metal within the next month or two. In addition to that, closed out the Mega Redemption. That's going to be with American. So I'm going to be flying all three legacy carriers for this mega trip because I fly Delta to position in Atlanta, that's Sky Team. I fly Air France to get to Europe, that is Sky Team. I fly Lufthansa to get back home, that is Star Alliance. And then when I get home, I reposition back home. Is it reconnecting? Okay, there we go. P. Perry, brand new creator. Works from home in the tech field, in the tech space. If I do recall correctly, I watched a couple of her videos. She has some premium travel cards, Amex Business Platinum, Amex Personal Platinum. I think the Venture X, if I recall correctly. But brand new creator in the space, adding a new opinion to the mix. So let's give it up for her. And then also, I believe it's Key Perry Adventures is the name of the channel, if I recall correctly. Normally John's in here and he would just link the channel, but check out Key Perry. Woodsy, I hope you can make it to the New Orleans. Woodsy, I hope you can make it to the New Orleans meetup. That would be great. I'd actually like to meet you in person. I'd actually like to meet you in person. Because after your cast with Anthony Venture, you open my eyes to other perspectives. Now, I love other perspectives, especially in the space. And the addiction to credit card applications, it's a rush. It's an adrenaline rush because you're being judged based on past actions, present actions, and they're going to tell you what your future is going to look like. And I can see how people can, really kind of downplay the fact that that too is a form of addiction that could potentially be detrimental. Even though, what we're trying to do is push forward and get better financial health, I totally see that point of view and how it can be ignored. So I'm looking, hopefully I can meet you. Yeah, Key, that's what we do here. That's that on my channel. That's what it is. I've seen a lot of things where people tend to repeat things and they'll say things and either they will attribute it to a popular channel that everybody would know, or they just don't give credit where credit is due. And I mean, that's fine if that's what you want to do in order to focus the eyes on your channel. It is what it is. Me personally, I always mention other people's channels. I think it's something, it's my obligation to do so, especially smaller channels who I do learn things from. Channels, and I am a small channel. Three in the grand scheme of things, 3,800 subscribers is like a blink in the YouTube space. Even though, you know, historically speaking, from the last time I checked, really only 10% of channels get monetized. Still, 3,000 is, not comparing to the 200 million that Mr. Beast has, the however million all of these young guys have that do very mundane things, but the production value makes their watchability high. You know, I owe it to people coming up because I know what it feels like coming up. Water your soil. Oh man, this guy here, right? And Key, you might wanna link up Water Your Soil. Um, his channel has a lot of videos about credit scores, and potentially great habits to maintain, fix, and accelerate your credit score. He has also done plenty of videos about credit cards and those in the premium and the prime space. You definitely want to check him out for that. Great, great guy out of what was it, upstate New York? You sound like you're from upstate New York because you sound just like a friend of mine that's from Utica. My boy from Utica, you guys sound just alike. So, yeah, kid, you definitely want to check out people like Water Your Soul, Water Your Buffalo. See, there it is. So, you definitely want to check out people like him, especially if you're starting your YouTube journey. Like, he's one of the people that I watched at first. I've been subscribed to his channel for quite some time. Um, Cesar Joel. Because now let's have a thing with our new creator here. You are the newest person in the room, even though we also have another new creator, Richie, who finally decided to, get out there and start knocking it out. But Richie, I'm sorry, I always get sidetracked. So, Water Your Soil, great foundational content. and he has content for both foundational learners and all the way through advanced learners with advanced tips. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite videos that he put out was about doing YouTube your way. Do it your way because everyone does not operate on the same wavelength. So understand that you have to put things out. And he made it very clear that, as long as you're respectful, he can handle the discourse. I don't know if he remembers this video, but it's one of those videos that really stood out to me, um, that he did about doing YouTube and getting the information out and making sure that, you stand in your square. Now that I won't be sidetracked, Richie. Richie, the CEO, has been in the credit card space for quite some time. Let me see this. Buffalo, I guess. Congratulations on your Bills boys. Okay, they're talking football. But like Richie, he's a newer creator as well. You definitely want to keep an eye out for him. Richie has some great questions that he asks. And when I tell you this guy should be on a sketch show as the CEO of a company which shall remain nameless, uh, you kind of want to look. He actually has had collaborations with fantastic creators, namely RJ Financial. RJ Financial is one of the people who got, really inspired me to get into the game as well. So you want to check out Rich's channel as he's building a library. So Key, you have support that is here. If you have any questions, by all means, you can DM me on Instagram at Chad's Money Minutes, and I'll be glad to help you in any way, shape, or form. But we're just making this commute to work. Once again, happy birthday to this guy. I am 42 years young, right? 42, right? 42. Yeah, 42. You would think, oh, Jesus. Anyway, um, yeah, as you can see here, facial hair will tell you, I've lived quite a few mango seasons, and the best is yet to come. You know what I mean? So that works for me, and that is about it. Creator Spotlight, Chad's 20 minutes. And there was something else that I wanted to say, so that way I don't. This is not a waste. I spent all the points for the redemption, so I got some trips. Oh, in addition to that, my 2024 travel calendar is also filled with a stay at the Conrad, which I'm looking forward to in Fort Lauderdale Beach. And I'm just looking forward to my 2024 travel season. So I'll definitely keep you guys abreast of all of the redemptions that I'm doing. What is happening up there? Of all the redemptions that I'm doing, because I want you guys to be included, because we a family here. We are, what the deuce? See? You guys thought I was going to curse. I said, what the deuce? Shout out to Family Guy. But yeah, I'm making moves here before I get to work. But yeah, man, support your creators, support your small guys, support your big guys. I'm a champion of the little man, and yeah, go back and look at those videos that I outlined. Maybe you can find some use to it. Also, don't be afraid of shouting out your fellow creators. Trust me, one pair of eyes can watch 5 channels, and just because somebody watches you doesn't mean I lose. So I will always send people your way, especially if you have appropriate content for them to consume. So with that, I am almost at work. Just wanted to jump on, say what's up to everybody, just in case I'm out of pocket for a few days, because I gotta, do the dad thing. I'm gonna try to enjoy this birthday that I gotta work. Oh, I don't want to work, but we gotta do what we gotta do. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who came through. Wait a minute, 12 people are in here? I didn't know 12 people were in here. I just want to say thank you to everybody who came through. I don't want to take up you guys this morning. It's one of my impromptu unannounced lives. That's what I do. That's why 12 people in the chat room are really, like, it's really kind of like crazy to me. Have a great day to you too, Cesar. And you know what? 2024, I think that's the year I'm going to try to make it to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Because, I mean, there's no reason why it's right over there. And I know a good guy in Puerto Rico, and I have not made it over there yet. I think they have some nice Hilton properties over there too. So, 2024 has just begun, so I'm gonna try to make something happen. I need to try to, and then once everything's locked in, I definitely will announce it, so that way I can you guys can learn. You know what I mean? Hopefully all the things that I do, in addition to me and the wife enjoying ourselves on both our aspirational and non-aspirational trips, hopefully I'm helping people further their credit game, further their transferable currency game, further their investment game, further their money understanding game. Speaking of money understanding, if you want to understand the different values of money, I have a video on my channel called Not Another Credit Card Video. It's hidden there on purpose. But if you want to be a part of the small number of people in the know, you definitely want to check that video out. But pulling up to work, and I am going to catch you guys later. Oh God, all the people are here. Jeez, I don't really like it when I get there and it's empty. But all the humans are here. I too am here as well. It is time for me to go earn the money, since YouTube is not my main money earner. And there we go. We are parked up. That's about 30 minutes. I appreciate you guys for coming. You could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. And as I've said numerous times before, I don't do milestones because every single one of you is a milestone. All 11 milestones that joined me here, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Andrea Charles. Oh, wow. Before I go, gotta give a huge shout out to Andrea Charles, big friend of the channel. Thank you so much. Participates in my live feeds and is an avid commenter. And I hope that I've given you some value. I appreciate you so much for being here. But I'm signing off, and I want to let you guys know all of you are a milestone. 42 years. You know what I mean? 2 years really solid on YouTube. I just want to thank you all for all the success that you've allowed me to attain, and hopefully that I've given you the value that makes it worth tuning in to listen to me talk and tell you things about credit and travel. So with that, I'm going to sign off, and I will catch you guys later.